Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Hate to Be Grilling. Now tonight we're gonna stay here in the kitchen. We're gonna make some creamy taco soup. This is a one-pot meal and it looks really good. So let's get started. All right, first thing we're gonna do in a deep pot, we've added 1 pound of ground beef. We're gonna turn the burner to a medium heat. We're gonna brown this beef. All right, while our ground beef is browning, we're gonna cube up 1 pound of velveeta. We're just gonna cut it into little cubes. All right, so we just drained the ground beef. Now, the next step is we're gonna add 2 cans of chili beans with the sauce. So we're gonna add those 2 in here. Now, folks, when I saw this recipe, I said, oh, this looks really good. But I was a little perplexed, I guess you could say, by the items in this. Because it's really like chili, creamy chili soup, but it's creamy taco soup. So anyways, we added those 2 cans. We're gonna add the chili. Now I went with Wolf brand chili. We're gonna add that in here. That drain or all empty out. And lastly, we're gonna add a can of rotel. Now this is drained, but we're gonna add a can of rotel to it. Now we've got these items in here. We're gonna give this all a good stirring, and we're staying on that medium heat, and we're gonna bring this to a boil, uncovered. Alrighty, so we're starting to get us a little boil going. Not much of one, but we got us a little rumble going. So those that velveeta that we cubed up, we're gonna start dropping that into the pot here. And once we drop it in, once we get them all dropped in, we're just gonna keep stirring this until all this velveeta has melted. All right, I'm gonna try to position this camera over this, folks. I want y'all to look how this is thickened up as this velveeta has melted into it. It's looking pretty creamy already. All right, so we got all of our velveeta melted, so we're gonna reduce this down to a simmer, our heat. And then we're gonna add 1/2 pint of heavy whipping cream into the pot. And then we're gonna stir this around, stir this in, mix it in with our soup. Now we're going to continue to stir this around and reduce our heat down to that simmer, because you don't want your heavy whipping cream to start to curdle. Do not let it come to a boil. All right, folks, so we got that heavy whipping cream all stirred in. It's got a beautiful color to it. There's a few beautiful things about this recipe. A, it's a one-pot meal. B, it can be served 1 or 2 ways. You can either put it on a plate with chips, or you can put it in a bowl. I'm going with option A. I'm gonna put it on a bed of chips. All right, so we've got these chips here. It's gonna come in with a couple of ladles worth of our creamy taco soup. Just pour that over the top. All right, now that we got our taco soup on our chips, we're gonna come back with some queso. Just kind of drizzle that over the top of the chips here. Now I'm gonna sprinkle over some shredded cheese. This is the Fiesta blend cheese. Next, we're gonna add on some pico. Now this clearly is not homemade pico this time, but we're gonna add it on here. And now I'm gonna top it all off with some sour cream. Now clearly the folks, the toppings, that's all up to you, how you wanna doctor it up. All right, so we're gonna do this taste test with this chip here. It's got primarily just the soup on it. Now folks, that's really good. Here's the beautiful thing. 25 minutes, 1 pot. Very quick, very easy. And you can doctor it up however you see fit. It's one of those meals that can be changed up, many options, right? So y'all please try this, put this in your rotation. Y'all let me know what you think of the video. Oh, and I can't thank CC enough for sharing this recipe with me. Thank you, and we will see y'all later. And as always, y'all please like, subscribe.